Ralph here. True Power Trumpet Fitness, and welcome to Wonderful Wednesday. And it is a wonderful Wednesday. Every day is great when you have double C's. You saw the thumbnail. Greetings from the Happy Zone. One of my pals from the intensive last summer, which I got to do again. That was such a valuable thing. But anyway, I digress. One of my pals from the intensive said that, gave me an email about something else. And signed it, greetings from the Happy Zone. So, or regards from the Happy Zone, or something like that. So, it got me thinking, and we'll talk about the Happy Zone. Very, very important, and it's exactly what I've been doing since I came back from the 5-day hiatus. Okay? Let's see what we got. Get this show on the road. I can't, lemonade. I cannot begin to tell you how easy that double C was and how it just shot out of the horn. Now, I told you, one of my pals, my partners in crime, excellent trumpet player, shot me an email the other day and was talking about Ornette Coleman and a handful of guys that played both trumpet and trombone and sax and all this sort of thing. But anyway, he was talking about his chops, and he signed it, regards from the Happy Zone. Guys, I mean, there is nothing better to do to develop chops than have the 1SB mouthpiece, taking all our pedagogy, and play the arpent over and over and over. There is nothing better to do. Vacchiano told me that. If you can play the arpent book, you can play anything. I mean, if you can run through the barbed wire, is Petrushka going to be a problem? I mean, really, even for jazz players. I mean, Jerry always said that jazz players should go through the arpent as well. Guys, the technique, the foundation, the exercises are extraordinary. But also, what it does is it keeps you in the Happy Zone. Now, 5 days off, and you saw the video. 5 days later, everything was right there. But what did I do? Felt like I needed a practice. I just love to practice. Guys, I practice every day. For me to take 5 days off is torture. But check this out. I'm on my way home from Maine after 5 days off. And my wife said, now we've been together 30 years and going up to Maine for 30 years and whatnot. My wife said, I can't believe how much more relaxed and happy you are now that when you take days off. Says before, please, you were an absolute stressed out mess to take 5 days off. You wouldn't do it. First of all, I would take my trumpet up there and try to coerce some convoluted practice in around days at the beach, which is just stupid. It doesn't work if you're not focused and all that. But she said, now remember, I met her right at the end of my playing career and at the beginning of my teaching career. So I was still heavily involved, and this was 30 years ago. I didn't have what I had now, and I was still heavily into my Doc Severinsen mode. Okay? And not only that, now that I was teaching, I didn't have the 5 hours a day to put in the grind that I did when I was playing full time. So I was really, when I first met her, not in the greatest place. Now my chops were fine, but trying to deal with not being able to practice and all that sort of stuff and still performing at top New York level, that was tough. That was very, very stressful. And she says, now you don't even sweat it. And I don't. I spit buzz a little bit. That's all I do. Now, that's for my wife. Anyway, when I came back, I mean, everything was there, but I just really wanted to practice. I love to play. I'll play the day I die. I kid with my wife. You don't have to worry about me dying until I get my practicing done. I'm going to practice, and then you can take me. And put the trumpet in my coffin. Unless I get, cremated. Whatever. Wow, that got morbid all of a sudden, didn't it? Anyway, I digress. The happy zone. Arbin, low C to high C. And everything in between. Beautiful, beautiful lyrical passages, all the technique, the barbed wire, Mel would say, run me through some barbed wire race. The St. Jacome is very good. Arbin is it. Straight from the horse's mouth, Vacchiano. If you can play this, you can play anything. And I take it a step farther. If you can play that up an octave, you can be a star. I really believe that. That will prepare you for anything you have to play. Jazz guys are rolling their eyes. Okay, you're not going to want to do it. But guys, you cannot beat the Arbin book in the happy zone. Now, a lot of times, just playing Clark studies, and all that sort of stuff, staying in the happy zone is just boring as can be. The reason I like the Arbit so much, when I'm staying in the happy zone, there is just anything you want to play. I don't play long tones, but they're there. You start with very, very precise tonguing. I start all my students. Bum, 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 bum. Intervals. Ba, 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 ba. That is so great. To play the top note without stretching, to keep it locked in, it's awesome. And the characteristic studies, again, any technical thing that you can play. If you can play those technical studies, Carnival of Venice, Napoli, Del Stegers, Liberati, anything is right there. And if you got it up an octave, then you're a star. There's nothing you can't play if you can play that book the way it's supposed to be played, with proper tone, power, range, and endurance. Okay? All the orchestral guys can do it. From low C to high C, that is their range. Put it on a C trumpet, that is their range. I guarantee, I'm telling you, Scheherazade, Mahler Fifth, Ein Heldenleben, Meistersinger, Parsifal, anything that you want to play in the orchestral, classical. If you can play the Arbin, you can play it. And if you have it up an octave, there's nothing you can't play in the Baroque literature as well. Haydn, Michael Haydn, on a piccolo, if you can play the Arbin up an octave, there's nothing you can't play. But it's the happy zone that I'm talking about. From low C to high C, that's all you need to develop high C's, double C's. That's all you need. I've said it a zillion times, guys. You do not have to play double C's to develop double C's. You just have to play correctly. The more you play correctly, the more relaxed your chops are. The more relaxed your chops are, the more tongue you can come into play. And the more tongue that comes into play, the less air you need. And what came first, who cares? You cut back in the air, give you more tongue, it doesn't matter the equation. It will all go hand in hand, and you got it. Stay in a happy zone. And even if it's not Arbin, if you can't stand the Arbin, play your Clark book and don't go above a high C. Guys, when you're done, your chops feel great. You're not beaten up. trumpet world is yours. Eat and drink your fruits and vegetables and live your life with true power. Love you all.